This is my freshly restored 80-gallon tank and compressor setup. Been getting a lot of comments. Everyone's saying I should turn it round 180 degrees. But seriously, I don't know what everyone's freaking out about. Hello YouTubes. So my wife says that I'm not allowed to use this thing until I build some sort of safety guard around the moving parts. And I kind of enjoy life, so I think I'll follow her instructions and get on with it. Now, because I'm a cheap Scottish, you know what, I'm going to make something out of what I've got lying about. I have made a little diagram of the sort of plan that I'm going to try and follow, and I've got a collection of materials that I'm going to use. Hopefully I've got enough. So this is the basic plan. Simple cage, which will be wrapped with some steel mesh. It's only like $15 for that, and I had all the steel tubing lying about. Unfortunately, I don't have enough. I need 172 to do all these bars, but I've only got two lengths of this, which combined is only 160. So instead of using the steel rod for everything, I'm going to use some angle iron at that section there, which will also make it easier to fold the mesh over and make it nice and flat-ish. So I've got two sections of this angle iron, which is 33 inches long, so I'll get plenty of materials to be getting on with. So I need to shape that. I'll bend that into shape and then weld these rods on, and then for the centre one, weld that on, weld the end on, weld the end on. In order to attach it to the compressor tank, I'm going to make a couple of little hooks like this that will get welded on to here and here. So that rod will sit in those little U-shapes, one there, which means I can fold the cage back if I ever want to change the belts. And then I'll make some sort of clip at the top to hold it upright. Right, let's get fabricating then. Well, that's my metal all cut to shape and bent. Time to weld it all together. Now, unfortunately, I've kind of broken my favourite welding helmet. I've lost the adjusting knob and I've broken I don't know how I did it. I'm so sorry. I got this as a special gift from Mark and Lisa, a couple of my subscribers, and I feel really bad. I can still use it and it will be my backup helmet. I'll just hang it in the wall to show off because I really like that helmet. But fortunately, another awesome subscriber sent me a brand new one. This was sent to me from William Bueller from Solar Garage. Link up there, go and check him out. William has been a constant supporter of my channel. I really appreciate him, and he always sends me stuff that I actually need just in time. It's kind of spooky really. So this is a Yes Weld. Oh, it's shiny. This is a Yes Welder helmet. It's not their top of the range one, but it's got all the functions that you need, auto dartening and adjusting and all that kind of stuff. So I will try this out before I attempt welding something for real. Again, thank you very much, William. Much appreciated. He actually sent me this a couple of weeks ago, but I've just not had the chance to try it out. So here we go. Right, I've removed all the film. Thankfully this came pre-assembled. I didn't have to mess about with all the hingy things. So I will practice on a bit of scrap steel for now and make sure I've got the settings right before I go mad making my little cage. Excellent. I'll let you see that perfect weld I just did. This should drastically improve my welding as well, because I was kind of, as much as I like my other welding helmet, I just couldn't dial it in properly. This is really nice. How come you always do your best welds when you're just practicing? So obviously that was where I was just setting up the sensitivity, so it was a bit all over the place, but that's turned out really nice and I could see what I was doing all the way along. Very happy. Right then, let's build a cage. Let's see if we're on track for victory. So, it's going to attach at the bottom. There. Clearance looks good, just over an inch everywhere. So if I get these little hinges correct, then it should tilt down like that. Which isn't really giving me enough room to get in, but if I use... What am I talking about? I can just lift it off. Okay, so it really doesn't need to hinge. It just needs to insert to these little hooks that I'm going to build. So I will mark that, grind down the paint off the base plate, because I'm going to weld those little hooks on. And then I can work out how I'm going to put the mesh over the top. That should do it. You know what, I was overthinking this whole hook thing. All I need to do is get a couple of these little, what is that, 3/16 steel, weld them to this corner here at an angle, and then that rod can slip in there. No hook required. Actually, I'll do it that way. That sort of angle. It's going to be clamped closed at the top anyway, so it's not going to jump out of that. It's not a lot of vibration from this thing anyway, so I'm happy with that. So let me weld them on, make sure it fits, and then we can get on with the mesh. My hooks are now attached there, same on the other side. So this should now just slot in there. Yep, I can move it over a little bit. This is a wee bit close. I might adjust that hook. It's overhanging that way a little bit, or I could just twist the metal that way. Yeah, that's probably easier. I might actually add some more structure between there and there. fairly solid. It really is, just in case someone happens to lean against it at some point. It's not taking a lot of vertical weight. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll maybe just twist that over a bit and then start with the mesh. Looking good so far. Got clearance there, obviously clearance up there. So I went ahead and added more bars, so it is more structurally sound. I'm happy with that. Now we can proceed with the mesh. Well, that stuff's a nightmare to work with. Anyway, I got it on reasonably straight. I just used some of the wire that was used to keep it all together to attach it to the centre, and then it's all folded around the edges. Now, before I show you how it fits, I'm going to give it a lick of paint. So let me get it painted up and then you can see the end results. Right, that's 2 coats on. I'll let that dry. Unfortunately, you waste like 90% of your paint because you're just spraying through holes, but hey, no other way to do it. So I'll let that dry, and then we'll see what it looks like on my lovely compressor. My safety guard is now installed. Do you want to see? I like it. I think it actually turned out better than I even imagined it would. I wanted it to be kind of discreet yet functional and safe. And I'm glad I added those extra bars at the sides. Just makes the sides less susceptible to fingers and hair and stuff. And it's pretty solid on there, so I am happy. However, we do of course need to make sure that the compressor works and doesn't interfere with the safety guard. That would be a bit silly, so let's go and switch it on, find out. Okay, are you happy now? Can I get back to work? I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. It needed done. I would have done it eventually, but you guys pushed me, and especially my wife pushed me to get it done today. Right, Thank you very much to William again for his latest contribution to the channel. This is actually a really good helmet, and what I like about this is that it's quite small compared to most of the other ones, or most of the budget type ones. It is still a budget one, but it works really well. So it means you can get into, you know, more awkward places. Again, it's only day one, but it worked fine. So thanks, William, and I will provide a link if anyone wants to buy this on Amazon. Or Yes Welder, you get a 10% discount or something if you use my name, Dave Scott. Links in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone. I think tomorrow, well, depending on the weather, it's kind of rainy today, so I wasn't going to get anything done outside anyway. But we'll see. I might get back to work on my bumpers for Bugsy, because we are getting very close to cruising weather, and I want to be out in my hot rod instead of just staring at it in the driveway. Take care, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.